Welcome to our brief fishing seminar at Wildlife Refuge La Plata Reservoir. My name is Rafael Rodriguez and I'm an assistant biologist at La Plata Reservoir. Before knowing our fishing at reservoir, we should know first of how recreational fishing first began in Puerto Rico. We have that in 1915, the Department of Agriculture of Puerto Rico and the Department of Agriculture of the United States made a collaboration to introduce recreational fishes in Puerto Rico for sports and recreational purposes. In 1973, when La Plata Reservoir was built, many fish population decreased and others continued living after the dam. Now we have the largemouth bass. It's originally from North America. It was first introduced in Puerto Rico in 1936. It prefers warm and cold waters. It lives in clear waters with little movement and vegetation. We'll start with the butterfly peacock bass. Originally from South America, these fish were introduced in 1967 in Puerto Rico. It tends to inhabit various depths with structure, such as trunks and vegetations, and it prefers warm waters. Now we have the Lepome species. Here in the reservoir, we have three Lepome species. We have the bluegill, the red deer sunfish, and the red breast sunfish. They're originally from the United States. They were introduced between 1916 and 1957 in Puerto Rico with the purpose of being a forest fish. They inhabit flat waters with vegetation as they feed on herbs and small snails. In the reservoir, we got three types of tilapia: the rendali, the blue tilapia, and the tilapia Mozambique. They are herbivorous. They are generally native to Africa, and they were introduced in Puerto Rico in 1963. We got the Ectalaurus species. We got three species of Ectalaurus that can be found in La Plata. Here we have the channel catfish, the brown bullhead, and the white bullhead. This species was originally from the United States. It was first introduced in Puerto Rico in 1916 and 1946. They tend to inhabit in cracks and holes found at the bottom of the lake, and they tend to feed on insects, algae, and mollusks. One of the biggest problems we're facing right now at the reservoir are exotic species. Exotic species tend to be species that are not natural to the area. They're basically introduced from the United States or also illegally. In here, in the reservoir, we have species that have been introduced illegally. Now we're gonna see what species we have in La Plata Reservoir. This is the convict cichlid. This is an exotic species. They have an origin in Central America. They live in waters with little movement and with vegetation. This is the jaguar cichlid. This fish comes from Central America, and the fish tends to live in murky waters and can survive waters with little oxygen. This is our redhead cichlid. They're herbivores. It is found in rivers with little movements and low areas in the river. And finally, we have the firemouth cichlid. It inhabits waters with little movement and vegetation. Our only native species we have here in the reservoir. It's a migmouth sleeper. It inhabits the bottoms or in slow-moving rivers in tropical and subtropical regions.
Hi, my name is Emmanuel Pagan. I am one of the biologist assistant here in La Plata. I'm going to explain you one of the fishing rods more used in the freshwater fishing and the saltwater fishing, and it's the spinning fishing rod. I'm going to explain you the different part of the mechanisms of the spinning fishing. Part is the spool release. The name of this part is the line spool. It is the bell. This part is the bell. This part is the line roller. This is the reel handle, and one of the important part of the spinning reel is the reel fruit, the real seed. Now I'm going to explain you how it works. Okay. You're gonna hold the line here. All depends what hand you are. You are going to, okay. First you are going to hold the line here. Then you are going to push the bell, and then you are going to make the throw. Once you make the throw, you put back the bell, and then you're going to pull the line again.
I hope you enjoy our fishing seminar. If you want more seminars and want more specialized fishing seminars, let us know on our website.